Hello there, my beautiful lights, and welcome back to the channel. So just know you're standing inside the 0 point, the vortex, and it's where karma collapses and the identity peels away, where old time folds and the truth still remains. So this bit might be a little bit yucky, and you might feel like you're going from breakdown to breakthrough. So hello, my beautiful lights. If you're new to the channel, my name's Lauren. I'm a master in energy. I work with mind, body and spirit in this lifetime. I bring down collective messages from the divine in order to aid you upon your evolutionary path. So what we're working with is 0550 and some other elements from the earth here. So as I said, you're standing inside the 0 point, the vortex, where karma collapses and the old identity sort of peels away. And this is not a surface shift, it's a cellular reformation where your light body is being reconstructed through the chaos. So it can be a little bit turbulent during this time. The 5-5 is the sacred storm, the double helix of the DNA unbinding itself from fear, inherited fear, from inherited stories, from inherited ceilings where you've been bound for so long, and you're being freed from the matrix of obedience. So it is fairly hard to tread through this stage, but it's that sort of understanding that you're being reattuned to the blueprint of the divine authority. And the 2 zeros are not just voids, they're wombs, they're creation chambers and thresholds. And you're sort of in this mid-rebirth cycle. So it can feel a little like you're being held, and it's frustrating, but it's part and parcel of this evolution of your spirit, of your soul, of your physical vessel. So your spirit can be ahead of your physical vessel, and that's where the frustration comes in. And you're like, so why isn't it happening? Why isn't it not moving forward? And that's because your spirit has already seen, it's already been. You would have experienced things like deja vu. And you see, 0550 is not just a straight line, it's a spiral. So every turn feels like the deja vu, but you're meeting from a higher octave now. Where you once broke, you're now blooming. And it's understanding that this is part of the process. Now we speak of birth, and any woman will tell you birth is not very comfortable. It's a rebirth, okay, into your highest timeline. And birth is quite uncomfortable in stages. Now, I'm not just all sugar and light and spice and all things nice. I speak shadow and light here. You know, this is a truth channel. So the number comes to reset the soul to source frequency. So you have to get rid of the old stagnant energy. It's the moment in the timeline where you say, no more distortions. I remember who I am. I do not shrink for systems that were never made for me. I am the rewriter of my own legacy, and I choose soul over safety, truth over comfort, expansion over illusion. And that's awakening to your highest self. Now, this is the abundance of the highest timeline. This is when you live your free life. And, you know, because we're so tied to the 3D, we always think it's all about money. Now, we need money. Absolutely. That's a tool in this life, and it should flow in, it should flow out, and it should flow back in again. And that's how it works. But it's understanding that the energy that you hold within your time, your highest timeline, is the highest currency you can possibly have. And it's sort of like your soul evolutionary journey is the greatest journey you'll ever embark upon. And it's saying no more distortions. You're remembering who you are. You do not shrink for systems that were never made for you. And you're rewriting this legacy now. And you're choosing soul over safety, as I've said. Truth over comfort and expansion over illusion. And it's breaking free from the system that once bound you. Now, it's not saying you can't have a lot of money or you can't have that beautiful comfortability in the 5D state of consciousness and above. You absolutely can. But it's when the soul decides, and when the soul decides, you move forward. The frequency of 0550 is the portal of divine reset. It arrives when the universe is clearing out what no longer serves you, and it's asking you to reclaim your sovereign authority over your reality. It's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. So the zero source energy, the potential, the reset button, it's the beginning and the end. The 5 is the transformation, freedom and bold choices are made here. And doubled here, it's amplified, it's a call for change. And 55 is the master number, radical realignment, breaking free of that karmic loop, toxic patterns and illusion. You're being upgraded at this point. And then we hit 0 again, a reminder that cycle begins and ends with source. A return to your truth. It's your coming home to your power. So this is such a powerful number. You know, when you take the 3D out of the equation, this is absolutely huge. So you're being untethered from the past. Old timelines are crumbling, not to punish, but to position you. You are not who you were before. The winds of divine correction have come. Your soul demanded expansion, and it's being answered. 0550 speaks to the moment just before the quantum leap. The choice to either hold on or rise up, to stay in fear or trust your wings. You're being guided to walk away from energetic contracts that are expired and designed to entangle you into the systems and drain your light. To own your truth, no matter how disruptive it feels for others. This is your world, your life, the way you want to live it. If it disrupts them, they've got some healing to do. Remember that. I want you to say and feel this frequency with me now. Place your hands upon your heart. Use the fire of your soul. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you are commanding this energy into reality. I welcome the reset. I release the old with trust. I rise in freedom, flow, and fire. I am sovereign. I am aligned. And I am ready. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And so it shall be, my beautiful light. So that's your message. It's a powerful one. Know your fire. Know your worth. Know who you are. This is the divine reset, and it is difficult to trudge through, but you are nearly there. And I'm saying that because this is about the evolution of your soul. It's about nothing else. It's about your evolutionary journey. Understand the bigger picture here. And it can be uncomfortable in stages, but that's because you're releasing, and you have to release in order to level up. It's part and parcel of the ascension. Okay, so that's your message, my beautiful lights, from the angels and I. Until next time, bye bye for now.